So, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that we're all here for the same reason. I'm not going to spend too much time talking. I just want to say first and foremost, RIP to Tay Keith.
Pain meds, Cyclops, they big, iPod.
Tay Keith, fuck these niggas up.
Tay Keith, address these individuals in a pugnacious manner.
Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, Cyclops, they big, iPod, Maybach, my buck, train wrecks, sidewalks, pay less, high tops, K-Fed, IHOP, Playtex, Icebox.
I'm kind of stupid, so I didn't understand what Eminem was doing at first when he did this. Like, K-Fed, Ice Rocks, Playtech, iPod. We are not alike at all. And I know this is kind of obvious to most people, but again, I'm a bit slow.
That's how much we have in common. Yeah. That's how much we have in common. Whoa. Up on this mic when we're on it. Yeah. That's how much we have in common. Yeah. That's how much we have in common. Whoa. That's how much we have in common. We are not alike. There's not alike us on the mic. Yeah.
I don't do Jordans and Audemars. I do explosions and Molotovs. Y'all blowing smoke as if y'all ain't washed. I blow the smoke from the car exhaust. Flying to a party I'm not invited to. Feeling like the streets need me.
Ooh, I like that little flow right there that Royce was doing. That like I like it when rappers switch it up a little bit, because quite frankly that is something that I still struggle to do. I pick a flow and stick to it like my life depends on it, quite frankly. But that's something that I've got to improve on. Oh, geez.
Ain't gotta dance long as my Ferrari spider move like sea breezy. I don't gotta hire goons, I'd rather try to buy the moon and breathe freely. The sky is blue, the tires new, the Maserati white and cool like GE. Why these dudes trying to figure out how to do a freestyle as fly as me? I'm confused trying to figure out how to do Capri Styles and Maya G. Everybody doing chick joints, probably rob these little dudes at Fist Point. Remember everybody used to bite nickel, now everybody doing Bitcoin.
Ooh, that is a bar. Remember, everybody used to bite nickel. Now everybody doing Bitcoin. Bite nickel. Royce to 5'9". 5 is a nickel. When you bite someone, you copy their style. I forget who it was, but someone said something along the lines of, y'all copy me and act like you was paying homage. I don't remember exactly who it was. I'll probably put it in the comments once I remember.
They definitely know some rappers who always study my flows and acting like they don't know me. They definitely went and stole it.
But yeah, everybody used to bite nickel. Now everybody doing Bitcoin. Bitcoin, everyone knows what that is. I just want to take this as an example, or I want to take this as a chance real quick to say that Bitcoin is a fucking scam. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a liar.
We don't got nothing in common. No. We don't got nothing in common. No. Y'all in this stuff like doubled up styrofoam cups on them uppers and downers. Woo. I'm in this stuff like doubling commas. Find me your brother who's solid to count the shit up and then bust the shit down. With the cops hit us up, we can flush the shit down. We cannot give a fuck shit a fucking colonic selling.
God, that reminds me of I don't know if it was a joke or if it was a story, but there was like a rock group that was like doing a bunch of drugs in their hotel room, and someone from the band said something like, "Yo, the police are coming," and so everyone started flushing the drugs down the toilet, and it wasn't the actual police. It was the band that Sting was a lead singer for.
You cocking your butt for a follower, possible couple of dollars. You powder sniff, now you slip and call it a power trip, a product of politics. Y'all went from profit and top of the charts to dropped in the park and to polish it. Knowledge is power, but powerless if you got it and you do not acknowledge it. Y'all music sound like Dr. Seuss inspired it. Hiring strippers, prostitute retiring. We can spit it for your it vans. I'm fit to be king. You cut out the fitting Prince pants. You niggas.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put something in here that's like, I think it was the roast of Ludacris, where it was either the roast of Ludacris or Kevin Hart, where Snoop Dogg was like, uh, there's hoes in the bed. There's hoes in the head. There's hoes in the drawer. There's hoes in the bread. Brother, are you rapping about women or Dr. Seuss?
But here's one of Ludacris's original rhymes. There's hoes in the room. There's hoes in the car. There's hoes on the stage. There's hoes by the bar. Nigga, are you a rapper or Dr. Seuss?
Dead, eye drops, pain meds, cyclops, they big, iPod, Maybach, my buck, train wrecks, sidewalks, pay less, high tops, K-Fed, IHOP, Playtex, icebox. That's how much we have in common.
Yeah.
That's how much we have in common.
Woo!
Up on this mic when we're on it.
Yeah.
That's how much we have in common.
Yeah.
That's how much we have in common. Woo! That's how much we have in common. We are not alike, there's not alike us. You say you affiliated with murderous killers. Hey! The people you run with are thuggin'. Hey! But you just the wannabe gunner. Hey! Like you was gonna do something, acting like you catching bodies. Hey! And you got juice, little young, and you're bugging. You ain't never even been charging connection with battery, bitch. You ain't plugged into nothing.
Okay. I know that people make fun of Eminem's punchlines for being corny, but there are a couple of ones on here that I do like. You ain't been charged with connection to battery. You ain't plugged into nothing. Battery is obviously like beating someone, and if you're plugged in, you know what's going on. I'll admit, it's funny having like a white kid from the suburbs explaining all this, but he's essentially saying, yeah, you ain't in these streets.
Guys with lyrical bullets, you gas cock your partners, better tool up. This has not to do with muscular, but have guns for sure, you better put a strap on. Other words, if you're gonna roll up with your gang, you gonna need an arsenal, cause this bar is over your head, so you better...
Hold on, there was something in there. What was it? Better have a strap on if you're gonna pull up with your gang. Strap is another way of saying a gun, but also a strap-on, like you peg someone with, or you get pegged with, if that's your thing.
If you're gonna roll up with your gang, you gonna need an arsenal, cause this bar is over your head, so you better have arms if you're gonna pull up.
That bar is over your head, so you better have arms if you're gonna pull up. Again, another good punchline. I'm not immune to criticizing Eminem when he says something dumb, like, what was it? I left my legacy hurt. Fucking absurd. Like a shepherd having sex with a sheep. Fuck what you heard. And so far, I have nothing to complain about. And yeah, I know. I've listened to this song like 10-15 times before. So I know what I do and don't like about this song. But I think it's good to draw a contrast between things that work and things that don't.
Oh, you run the streets, huh? Now you wanna come and fuck with me, huh? This little cocksucker, he must be feeling himself. He wants to keep up his tough demeanor, so he does a feature, decides to team up with Nina. But next time...
Speaking of things that I don't like about this song, or things that I don't like about what Eminem does, what is that little hiccuping that he's doing?
You run the streets, huh? Now you wanna come and fuck with me, huh?
Oh, you run the streets, huh? They would come fuck with me, nah. Like, I've got a lot of respect for him as an MC, but there are just some questionable choices that he makes.
Little cocksucker, he must be feeling himself. He wants to keep up his tough demeanor, so he does a feature, decides to team up with Nina. But next time you don't...
And by the way, you probably know that everything about this track is in reference to the whole machine cut, or the prelude to the whole beef between him and Machine Gun Kelly. But if you want to know the song that started this all, it was No Reason by Tech Nine featuring Machine Gun Kelly, and I forget who else, where essentially the whole line that triggered everything, apart from MGK talking about Haley's daughter, or Eminem's daughter, was a line that actually came after something that I thought was clever. It was, fuck's wrong with you Pop-Tarts, pop cherries and pop stars, popped out the cop car, just to remind y'all, you just rap and not gods. I like the whole pop, 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 scheme that he was doing. And then he just threw shots for no reason, which I guess was in keeping in line with the name of the song.
You gotta use Tech 9 if you wanna come at me with a submachine gun.
Yep. You don't gotta use Tech 9 if you want to come at me with a submachine gun. Tech 9 is the name of a gun, but also the name of another dope rapper. So, if you want to come at me with a submachine gun, submachine gun, subliminal. Subliminal is what you throw at a rapper when you essentially want to throw shade or disrespect at another rapper without saying their name outright. Which, in the world of hip-hop, is viewed as what is commonly referred to as a bitch move.
And I'm talking to you, but you already know who the fuck you are, Kelly.
I remember when I was watching videos about this whole beef, back when it was at its absolute peak, someone thought that Eminem was also mentioning R. Kelly for some reason. And I don't think that was the intention of the line. Like, if you were gonna diss R. Kelly, you would have a lot more to diss him for than being kind of disrespectful to your favorite rapper. R. Kelly, he a piece of fucking shit. He pisses on kids.
Went to jail. He's a fucking child molester.
Okay, let's never talk about
He's
R.
a child
Kelly.
molester.
We can't ever talk about this
I'm
guy.
saying he's a child molester and he pees on people and he can't read and write and he didn't go to jail. I'm a good person. R. Kelly a piece of fucking shit.
I don't use sublims, and sure as fuck don't sneak this, but keep commenting on my daughter, Haley. I keep on telling motherfuckers bitches.
Yep, like I said previously, MGK thought it would be a good idea to call Eminem's daughter hot when she was 16 years old. But surprisingly enough, I remember in an interview, Eminem actually said that that was not the reason why he started going after MGK to begin with.
Just for the record, the thing that was going on that he was saying about my daughter, I didn't even know about that until like literally like a year and a half later. One day, you know, you go down the fucking wormhole of YouTube and whatever, right? So I see Machine Gun Kelly talks about Eminem's daughter, whatever, right? So what the fuck? Click on it. Like, yo, why is he? Then he starts doing a press run, basically, about Haley. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, my man better chill, right? So that's not why I dissed him. The reason I dissed him is actually a lot more petty than that.
Okay.
The reason that I dissed him is because he got on. First he said, first when he said, I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right? Like I'm trying to hinder his career. So I don't give a fuck about your career. You think I actually fucking think about you? You know how many fucking rappers that are better than you? You're not even in the fucking conversation. I don't care if you fucking blow or if you don't blow. It doesn't matter to me. But then when you get on Tech Nine's album and you start sending shots and people start hitting me up, yo, Machine Gun dissed you, he just dissed you, he dissed you. I'm like, I listen to it, I'm like, did he really diss me though? I keep listening to it. Y'all just rap, you not gods. And then somebody sends me a screenshot of his Twitter. And it says, had some shit to get off my chest. You just rap, you not God. Some shit like that. Yeah. And I was like.
A reference to the Rap God song?
Yeah. So I'm like, on the song he said, y'all just rap, you not gods. And on Twitter he said, you just rap, you not God. Had some shit to get off my chest. And I'm seeing, and by the way, this was on the heels of the freestyle he had just did about Shade 45. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Now, Now I'm in this fucking weird thing because I'm like, I gotta answer this motherfucker. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip hop. Yeah. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him bigger.
Which, if that's true, that's a kind of a weird. It's not weird to defend your daughter, but it is weird to make it seem like that was the reason that you wanted to ended up going after him.
In case you forgot, really, you need your memory jarred like strawberry or pineapple, apricot jelly.
I think that was the weakest punch of the song so far, or one of the weakest punches of the song so far. But it was decent, I'll say. Y'all need your memories jarred like strawberry apricot jelly. Jarring someone's memory, reminding them of something that they've clearly forgotten. Because you know that sometimes people just need a reminder. Yeah, jellies come in jars. It's a pretty simple line, all things considered.
Respawn really, but this time shady about the sound off like a fucking cock. Send me Glock to me, God, let me put a fucking silence on this little non-threatening blonde, very cornball taking shots at me. You're not ready, fool, break yourself like Rocksteady crew. Obviously, I'm not getting through. We can get it. All taking shots at me.
Hold on. I know that Eminem is like a comics nerd, so I want to see if that Rocksteady mention was either a Grand Theft Auto reference or a TMNT reference.
You're not cock, send me Glock to me, God, let me put a fucking silence on this little non-threatening blonde, very cornball taking shots at me. You're not ready, fool, break yourself like Rocksteady crew.
Break yourself like Rocksteady. I'll probably put something up on the screen that explains it, but I can't immediately think of anything that would explain it.
Steady crew, obviously I'm not getting through. We can get it popping like red and black, letting off like Remy.
Actually, funny enough, I have a piece of popcorn right here. Although I think this is Orville and not Reddybach, however it's pronounced.
We Godzilla horse with a hard shell, but a motherfucking heart bigger than Bazaar's belly. Only time you'll ever say I lost, you'll be talking about Fetty Wap, better call Diddy. Just a
He's got a couple of lines like this. I don't remember the other one. I think the line that I'm thinking was off of Rainy Days as well. But yeah, similar to his diss of MGK. I don't think. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on this, but I don't think he was dissing R. Kelly, because what that line about Fetty Wap tells me is that if he was gonna mention you, he was gonna come at you straight. Pause.
Gotta get me off and you better hope I don't call trick bitch. This shit don't fly in our city. Punk, you don't disrespect OGs, RP Prodigy. I soldiered my soul in and told him the moment he saw me that I'd be the most hated, though made it so that there's no shame, it's okay to own it, cause life is a bitch, he's a bow-legged hoe, but now those days are over. I Harvey Weinstein, a bathrobe hanging over, my code name is Groper, I roleplay with lotion, I fucked on the world and I float rated Trojan. All later hoes and with homemade explosives, I blow 80 holes and you don't make me go in. I OJ the flows and I'm insult to injury, relates to Goldman. I'm both spraying Motron, I throw it in a cold as they both later choking. My whole plate is soaking, a double edged sword, cause both ways I poke and I stick and I turn in a rotating motion. Invisible with the pin, I'm at the pinnacle, a sick individual. Stick my ticket, put the tip in it, minimal. I'm fucking these syllables, I let them look at my genitals. I'm a fucking invincible, indefensible, despicable, typical prick, a little bit unpredictable. I spit the formidable that you bitch, you fucking with the original. I consider me a nickel identical, but not us, though.
I have no idea how he does that flow. I cannot imagine the amount of breath control that it takes to pull off something like that.
Only thing we have in common is I'm a dick and you suck. Otherwise, one has nothing to do with the other. None come close. The skunk bug soldier, tongue shrub shoulder. 1 month old, the sponge mug folded. None rug, host a lug, nut, coast a long jug, roast a young thug, poster, unplugged toaster. That's
Yo. I'm like this close to doing the Kodak bop.
That's how much we have in common. Yeah. That's how much we have in common. Whoa. Up on this mic when we're on it. Yeah. That's how much we have in common. That's how much we have in common. Whoa. That's how much we have in common. We are not alike. There's not alike. I mean, fuck this shit. Let's go.
Oh. Yeah, I already reacted to you. Matter of fact, theoretically, I could react to either Killshot or No Reason next. I liked my reactions to have a logical reason to flow one into the other. So the next song I react to might either be No Reason or Killshot. Actually, you know what? I know that there's a channel that does like diss tracks with health bars, so it might be a bit of a longer video, but maybe I'll do that one next. Drop a like on this, as I always am apt to do. God, this was already like 8 years ago. But yeah, R.I.P. Take Haith. Jesus Christ. I'm suburban, but I'm not that suburban. R.I.P. Take Heath. R.I.P. Prodigy. And take care of and love your loved ones while you still can. Peace.